Aye, I thought I could hear the Calmac. I guess that means it's time to get up. A very good morning from the sleepy wee village of Tarbert. Would you believe this place is the capital of the Isle of Harris, and it's amazing to be here. And what a stunning morning we've got as well, but I'm out very early because this weather, it's going to change. This little path here just leads to a distillery, where all paths should lead. Now if I'm not mistaken, this is where they make the world famous Isle of Harris gin. Wouldn't mind another bottle of that stuff. And by the look of all these barrels, I think they've started making whiskey too. Wow, the sun is actually so bright this morning that I'm standing in the shade of the magnificent war memorial to do this piece to camera. So what's today's video all about? Well, I'm here on the Isle of Harris for one reason, and that was to go to St Kilda. But unfortunately that trip has been postponed today. There's a chance it might go tomorrow, but we've got an unexpected free day here in Harris. Now, as you might guess, it's somewhere I don't know much about, so why don't we just jump in the car, go for a drive and see what we find. I'm sure it'll be a day of discovery and a lot of fun, but see that sun? It's going to be leaving us at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, so we need to get on with this. See, here in the south we've got the Isle of Harris, and further north the Isle of Lewis, but they are in fact just one island. So what I suggest we do first is, I say, jump in the car and see if we can find the border between the two. This over here in front of us, this could possibly be the only shop in town. But I tell you what, I'm not going to go hungry after the breakfast I just had, and of course it featured Stornoway black pudding, my absolute favourite. Oh, Kilda Cruises, that could be who we are going with tomorrow, if the weather behaves itself. Okay, so here we've got a wee map, and maybe someone can tell me in the comments, is this officially called the Western Isles, or is it the Outer Hebrides, or can you use either? But basically we're in Tarbert, which is possibly the narrowest part of the island. To the south of us we've got South Harris, and then there's a bit more of Harris to the north, and then you've got Lewis. And as I say, if we drive up this road, we can perhaps find the border, and on the way we'll be passing the highest peak in the Outer Hebrides at 799 metres. In fact, I should take a photo of this, shouldn't I? Right, I'll get the camera on the dashboard and I'll see you at the border. Sorry, my dashboard fitting in the new car is not quite perfect, but it'll do the job. Oh, that's the school to the left. That's a big building. Sorry, we're not quite at the border yet, but this is just one of those places you have to keep pulling over whenever you get the chance. All the wee lochs and the mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's like home for you, isn't it, pal? Oh, how nice it is to drive on perfect roads. You can't do this in the mainland, can you? Folks, I'm actually a bit blown away. I'm not sure what I expected from the Outer Hebrides. Maybe in my head I thought it'd be a bit bland, but how wrong was I? This could be the most beautiful place I've ever been in Scotland, and I know I'm not doing it justice with a wee GoPro camera. You'd need a full film crew for that, but I just hope you can get some kind of sense of the place, or I hope even more that you've been here yourself. Morning. What's up, guys? You're a friendly lot, aren't you? Cattle grid coming up. I really want to find this border. It might just be a tiny wee sign, but I still want to see it. There it is! Welcome to the Isle of Lewis. So there we are, I've found my border. To the north we've got the low-lying Lewis, and to the south the rugged mountains of Harris. But of course this video is just about Harris, so I cannot cross this border today. Ugh. That's it, no further, not today. Maybe that'll be the next video. Okay, let's go and see the Harris sign. I just wonder which is going to be my favourite, Lewis or Harris. Have you got a favourite? Let me know. Ah, you see, Harris has got a better sign. Look, it's got mountains and eagles. I can't believe how much of a sunny day I've wasted on a street sign. Let's get back down into Harris. Oh, taste and see, locally sourced seafood. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. You've just had a massive breakfast. That's us back into Tarbert now, but what we're going to do is just keep driving through town and head into South Harris. landscape here is just incredible. It reminds me a bit of Sutherland, to be honest, with all the rocks just scattered about everywhere. I tell you what, it shouldn't be called the Outer Hebrides, it should be called Outer This World. While the sun's out, let's go to the beach. The tide's right in at the moment. When I came along here last night, all you could see was golden beaches. And here's the car park at Luskentyre Beach. It's a busy place, and I can understand why. I'm not even overstating things when I say that this island has some of the finest beaches you'll find anywhere in the world. And I know that people will say, ah, but it's Scotland, you don't have the weather. Well, sometimes we do. Oh, seriously, have you ever seen anything like it? It is absolutely stunning. Got golden sandy beaches, turquoise water, mountains, sand dunes, even a bit of sun. It's got everything. But of course, considering that's the Atlantic Ocean, next stop Canada, the weather can change fast in these parts, can't it? I've been to some beautiful beaches in my time, and always top of the list to me was the beach at Arisaig in Morar. But this has just knocked it off the top spot. It is absolutely unbelievable. And look at this, it's even got a gift shop. Alicia, you're a lucky girl. Here's a wee filming location for you, because over here this is an island that's called Tarbert. Do you recognise the name? Back in, I think it was the year 2000, there was a series on TV called Castaway, where a group of people had to go to a deserted island and fend for themselves. In fact, that was the series that introduced us to Ben Fogle. I like Ben Fogle. Time to turn back. I mean, the scenery just keeps going, but I've got to turn back at some point. I've been on this beach far too long. These sand dunes look a bit like rock, but no, it's a wee bit more fragile than that. Over here in front of us now we can see the Harris Hills being capped by clouds. I think that bad weather's on its way, folks. It could be very different here within a couple hours. In fact, aye, looking behind me, it's on its way. Now I've just got to find the car, I can't remember where it's parked. No. Ah, there you are, my boy. You should be teaching your children better lessons than this. One thing I've really noticed here is there's just loads of places you can pull over and admire the scenery. And there's also loads of camping spots, so if you've got a camper van, you can park here overnight, no problem. All they ask is that you donate a £5. I think that is worth a £5. And the sun's coming out again, amazing. So So I would say this is an absolute mecca for bringing your camper van, as long as you don't mind single roads and passing places. And yes, I've pulled over again, mainly just to look at the colour of the water. Can you see that on screen? I'm not sure. It's definitely better in person, I can tell you that much. But that's the beach that we were just at about 10 minutes ago. Stunning. The rain has stopped, so I've stopped as well in a wee place called Leverburgh. Now this is a bit sad because this is where my St Kilda ferry was meant to go from this morning. In fact, I should be on St Kilda right now. It's actually an alright day, isn't it? Now there's a wee waiting room here, I'm not sure what this is for. Ah, there's a Calmac ferry. Where does that go? Let's go and have a look at the timetable. Oh, a brewery as well. I might need to pop in there. Bernery. Never heard of it. Oh, it's a lovely wee harbour this, lots of little islands out in the bay, and in this light, it's just perfect. Being down here just gets me thinking, will I be here again tomorrow morning for that trip to St Kilda, or is the weather going to have other ideas? There he is, buying more alcohol. I'll be getting a reputation. But wait till you see this, I'll show you later. Oh, the weather's not looking too promising over there, is it? But I just need to wait 5 minutes, a bit of patience because it's changing all the time. And then we can drive down to the southern end of the island. It's only a few more miles from here. But I've just had a message from the St Kilda ferry saying that it is again unlikely that it's going to go tomorrow. They're going to make a call on it at 7 PM tonight. So keep your fingers crossed for me. And if it does go, it's going to be a very early start. It would leave at 7 AM from here in Leverburgh, which is a bit of a drive from the hotel, so it'd be a really early start, but I do not mind an early start if it means getting to St Kilda. Ah, it could be worse, I could be out walking. That's us now approaching the end of the road and the southern end of the island. But I tell you what, it feels like the end of the world, in a good way. Right, let's go and have a look at this church. St Clements. Not a bad setting, eh? The water might be falling from the sky again, but look at that. Always worth a try, isn't it? Hold on, that's a bit weird looking, isn't it? Wow, these old gravestones. I'd love to hang about and have a closer look, but no, we're going back to the car. What have we got here? A wee honesty shop selling mustard. The Hebridean Mustard Company. So we've got mustard, salt, licorice salt, pepper, garlic, curry, chilli, stout, white wine, sweet. And we've got descriptions of them all here. Which one am I going to go for? I think Sweet Delight. The sweetness in this all-day mustard comes from natural cane sugar. Yeah, I think that's the one. Hey, look at this old bus. Now this has got a story to tell. It's not just a ruin sitting here in a field. After the local scout group's caravan was destroyed in a storm in 2005, someone donated this bus to them and they converted it into their clubhouse. Now I'm not sure if they're still using it, but let's see if we can have a closer look. They've got all the mod cons here, even a sink. An outdoor sink, but still. Nice toilet. I think my granny's toilet was that colour. When's the newspaper from? Oh, 2023. Someone's been here. Ah, we can leave a wee message. Bunk beds, that's alright. Oh, the wheel arches are a wee bit unstable. Oof! And a double bed at the back. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? I could live here. See, we've got good ventilation. The seats are a wee bit past their best, but just a wee bit of TLC needed. Oh, and there's a sunroof. What do you think, folks? Should I move in? Tell you what, I'd be bagsy in this room at the back. Plenty of cutlery. Some plates. Everything you need. Oh, and they've even left me some pasta. Home sweet home. Cheers, guys. Bringing broadband to the Western Isles. If that wasn't so horrible inside, I might have stolen that. But the scariest thing to do on this bus. 3, 2, 1. Ah, it could have been worse. I've stayed in hotels that are not as nice as this. I just pulled in here to have a look at this because there's a house over there. Can you spot it right in the side of the hill? It is amazing. Where is your mother? Is this an ambush? Who's gonna blink first? Yeah, you. On you go. I just found this wee information booth right in the middle of nowhere and it got me thinking, if I'm looking for something to do on a rainy afternoon, we're on Harris Tweed, how stupid am I? Maybe we can find somewhere where they make Harris Tweed or where there's some kind of exhibition, that would do, wouldn't it? Right, let's get this plan in action. I'm off now in search of a big bridge that I saw from the ferry. Now it appeared to go over to quite a remote island, so I'm not sure what it's all about, but I'd like to find it and I'd like to cross it. And here it is, folks. And look at that, there's passing places on the bridge. Love it. And that's brought us to the island of Scalpay. Okay, it's a bit bigger than I expected. Well folks, the forecast weather has arrived with a vengeance, so I think I'll call it quits at this beautiful little harbour. I didn't find anywhere with Harris Tweed either. I did go on one wild goose chase down this long and winding road, but the place was closed. If I do find anywhere over the next couple of days though, you'll be the first to know because I'll bolt it on at the end of this video. So that was Harris. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks so much as always for watching today. And if I can ask you just one thing, please keep your fingers crossed I get to St Kilda tomorrow, but it's not looking good, is it? See you later. Bye bye.